I got this at Big Bad Toy Store, and you can too. Just click on the link below. Hey, what's up? Siri Emerald here. This will be an unboxing video of the Hot Toys MMS 311 D13 Iron Man 2 War Machine, the die-cast version. Now, I think it's interesting that they have a little piece here that they put over the box. So, I'm not sure what's up with that. So we have the traditional die-cast boxing here, which is like all the other die-cast boxes that have come before. So we have like a two-piece plastic box. You can see the outline of it is on the outside of the plastic, and the inside of it is a representation of the figure. It says MMS 331 D13 War Machine, 1/6 scale collectible figure. Movie Masterpiece Series die-cast, Movie Masterpiece Series and Hot Toys. On this side, the figure continues around, and on this side, you see the figure as well. Continues around there. And on the back, we have names of the people that are responsible for this figure, and some information about Hot Toys and Secret Base, and the warnings. On the top of the box, it says MMS 311 D13 War Machine, and on the bottom box says absolutely nothing. Just slide that off, such, and then slide that out like this. Okay, so accessories that this comes with, we have a battle damaged faceplate right there, which goes along with the Don Cheadle head sculpt, and kind of a scratched up helmet that we have right there. We have interchangeable hands. So this is a repulsor left hand and an articulated left hand. You can just bend the pieces into, like some of the others, put it in any position that you wish. And then we have a repulsor right hand, an articulated right hand, and what comes with the War Machines as well as the hot rod is a saluting right hand. Now, I didn't get this figure the first time. I hadn't started collecting Hot Toys by that point, and he was just a little expensive for my tastes. The original War Machine Mark I, the HammerTech War Machine. He looks good initially here, just looking at him first off while I continue to empty his box. Underneath the styrofoam we have his display stand. Comes with a piece reminiscent of the pieces that come with the Mark VI and the Whiplash Mark II. So we have an old hammer drone here. I think that would be the Army one. Some more pieces standing around of that. Bottom says 2016 Hot Toys Limited, all rights reserved. We have up here some pieces that go, not sure where they'll go yet. I have to read the instructions for that. We have batteries. We have his gun, Gatling gun. We have a battle damaged shoulder, and we have a battle damaged chest piece. And I assume this goes on his forearm. It appears to be some type of a cannon, maybe his shoulder. We'll know when we read the instructions on that. And another battle damage replacement piece. So yeah, these probably are shoulder pieces, I'm not sure. Left and right. And another battle damage piece. And another. We have his belt to his gun. It would be like an ammo belt that would strap around to his gun. We have the ex-wife missile and his damaged barrels to his Gatling gun. Comes with a solid posing stand for his display stand, and the single piece crotch support that goes with the display stand. So you just slide that through, tighten it down, and then you would screw it into the display stand like such. And then you can display him confidently knowing that he would be supported by that crotch piece in there. Alright, so here's the instruction manual. MMS 331 D13. Again, with the names of the people responsible for this piece. Talks about how you can remove the faceplate and where the batteries go in the top of the helmet, like we're familiar with. And it shows how the helmet can be interchanged with a head sculpt helmet, and that the face mask is held on by a magnet. So these are all things that we know. 90-degree tilt up, so that's a pretty high tilt up according to the picture here. says that the indicated armor parts at the back can be interchanged with the battle damage version. And that's actually, looks like where the batteries are going to go. The battle damage piece there. Shows you how to flip up some pieces to get to some things around. We'll go over that. Definitely have to go over all of that. Here it shows the articulations of the waist and of the legs. And how to access the different missile accessories in the shoulders. And how you can rotate and replace the gun barrel. And where that can be positioned on there. How to insert the ammo belt. And that the arms can be pulled out. And that the shoulders can be pulled down. And that the right shoulder armor can be interchanged. And there's a forearm machine gun. And the arms can move 120 degrees. And the legs can bend at 110 degrees. They flip open. And you can remove a portion of the greaves to reveal the interior. And you can flip those up to get on the hips in order to get improved movement on the legs. And there's ankle pivot of 30 degrees. And to be careful of the sharp edges on the armor and be careful positioning the missile rack, otherwise you might damage the head sculpt. And it says don't place it on his knee area to avoid getting pinched. Don't place your figure on the figure's knee area to avoid getting, don't place your, it says don't place your figures on the figure's knee area to avoid getting pinched, but I think it's supposed to say don't place your finger on the figure's knee area to avoid getting pinched. I mean, what else would you be pinching? Shows the finger in there. So that's got to be what they're talking about. I just spent a few minutes putting him together, and oh my goodness, all I can say about this figure is wow, 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 wow. This guy is amazing. I am quite impressed with this piece. Put on him all of the battle damaged pieces. So I'm going to go over him with you real quick here. So one thing I didn't much care for is the way that they angled these repulsor hands. They don't really shine the light through them properly. So that's one problem that I have had with it. That's only minor, really. So I want to turn off his lights here to save some juice. I really like this red light here. Before I do that, let me turn them off. Turn off the lights so you can see what he looks like in the dark. I mean, that's pretty bright. That's pretty bright. So let's turn these off here. And this is just controlled right underneath this little machine gun here. And the batteries went in, all these, really easy compared to some of the figures in the past. It wasn't that difficult. Now, it wasn't as easy as putting them in for the Iron Legion, but it was very easy. The on-off switch for this one is right back here. Right there. Turn that off right there. And then underneath his helmet. Is this one. But all of them went in very easily. The spring was properly positioned and sized for the batteries. And I like this red here. It works well for that. What I don't... Let me talk about what I like. He's cool. So this chest piece comes off. It's attached here on the sides. So you would pry it off here in order to get the chest piece off. And then you can replace it with the non-battle damaged piece. There we go. So that's what that looks like with that off. And you can see here the X-Wife missile, or well, where the X-Wife rocket missile goes. One thing you want to be careful on that when you put it in there. There's nothing stopping it from going all the way in. So when I put it in there, I shoved it all the way in and it got stuck. And so I had to use some needle nose tweezers to get it out, and I damaged my X-Wife a little bit. So if you shove it all the way in, it'll go all the way in and there's nothing pushing it back out. So keep that in mind when you place this guy in here. You know, you may want to consider putting something behind it, maybe. I don't know. I don't know. I wish there was a hole from behind there to be able to push it back out when you shove it all the way in. But just be careful putting that rocket in that position there. And the way these work is you just pull this piece down here. Same on both sides. Just pull this down right here. And then you just lift this up like such. And then you can spin it around. Push it down. Get it in there. Same thing with this piece here. Now, let me show you these legs. These legs, there's quite a bit of articulation in that knee joint there. So the first joint moves. Watch this. See that? Isn't that cool? Now it slides it out of the way. So you get your 2 clicks here, and then this one kicks in up here. And it really, 4, 5, 6, look how far back that goes. That's a lot. I mean, that's really a lot. Okay, check this out back here. Little thrusters. You can pull that up like such to show off the thruster more. These pieces come off right here. They're attached by magnets and they just come right off easily, both the outside and on the inside. So that's pretty cool. The inside flap here on the feet, this comes out like that. See, there's closed and that's open right there. The foot is really articulated. You can move the foot down like that. You can move the toe like that. The foot goes side to side. I mean, a lot. And it goes forward. A little piece there comes up out of the way and back a lot. The hips will come down. So you just pull them, and there's, I think it's 3 positions on the hips. Right there. So you can see the difference between down and up. Right there. The thigh rotates right here, that much. This piece moves up out of the way. So you can position the leg actually higher than a 90 degree. You can really get that leg up there really high. And it'll spread out about that much before you end up having to put it back on. This waist is really articulated. So you can bend them like that. Okay, so that's him standing up. But look how far back he can bend. Let's get this arm up out of the way. Okay, and then you can bend him forward that much. So that's his pelvis not moving and just him bending at the waist. On top of that, you can spin him. You can literally spin him all the way around. So you're not limited on that. And he goes side to side. There. Like that. His shoulders. See that? They can come in and out. So you can push his shoulder in, pull it out, like that. And of course this will go all the way around. The little shoulder pads are articulated so that you can have them up like this, or you can pull them all the way down like that. They have this really neat joint there, which enables them to be able to be positioned anyway. And this comes off, it just pops right off. It's in a little ball joint. And you can see how that moves around from here all the way out to here. And these are actually interchangeable left and right. So if you wanted to get a second battle damaged one and put it on the left one and right one and then just take off the words that are here on the side, that shouldn't be that difficult to do if you feel so inclined. It's the same paint app or same sticker on that 001 there for both shoulder pieces, but the one has a has the more writing right there that says Ed 445 FLTS on the right side. The elbows, bend the arm up that much so you have great a bit of movement right there. And his head, they did a really ingenious new neck on this, so you can get his head to go, let's get this piece out of the way here. You can get his head to go up. Let's get this off. You can get his head to go up that far, which is great for flight, and then at the same time you can get his head to go down and look down that far as well. So you can get him going down, oops, and up. Well, I'll just show you how this works. So you have your normal neck here, but this piece is on a new rotations or articulation. See how that works? So you still have the neck that moves forward and back, but then you have this that moves as well to get them really, really high up there. I popped it off because of this gun that's back there. Let me show you what they've done back here. So you've got these little pieces here. So that's evidently how it's supposed to be normally. But then for flight mode, these flip out. Like this. So that's for flight mode. These pieces flip out. There's thrusters. It's a little difficult to get in there. It's really tight. And there's his thrusters. And those are interchangeable. So I've got the battle damage pieces on there. To interchange them, you just pull it down and then pull it out. And it's just held in there with the battery. So you can put the regular pieces in there if you don't want the battle damage pieces. This battle damage piece here is interchangeable. That's where the batteries go. And this little piece here, you just kind of fold that back to get that to flip open. Right there. See if we can get that to flip open right there. So you get that to flip open, and that's hiding the screw to get into the batteries. The screw's up in there to get to the batteries. And the right underneath the arm here on this machine gun is another battle damage piece. So you can replace that with a non-battle damage piece if you want. And this machine gun just snaps off right here. Well, that wasn't how it was supposed to snap off. I'll have to glue that back in. But it snaps off here. So be careful. Be careful if you decide to snap that off. It snaps off right here. These two pieces right here snap off. I had difficulty getting it off earlier, but it's two little slots that are designed to come off so you can replace that interchangeable battle damage piece there. So I'm going to have to glue that piece back in. That's not supposed to come off there as such. But I'll glue that back in. That won't be no problem. The cannon rotates. So I have the damaged one on here, but this rotates and this piece rotates. So you could change where the ammo belt goes. And then of course this rotates back here and it rotates right here, rotates right here, and it slides back and forth along this line as well. And let's see, where's this battle damage piece at? The helmet. So this is the light up one, and then it comes also with a Don Cheadle helmet, a Rhodey helmet with a battle damaged faceplate on it. Piece drops down and then opens up. One thing I've always hated on all of these Rhodey helmets is that the faceplate doesn't stay up properly. I don't care whether it's the War Machine Mark II or the Mark 22 Hot Rod that I converted over, or I mean every one of those, they don't want to stay up. They all want to come back down. And in my opinion, it shouldn't be sitting that low. It should be sitting up here, but it doesn't want to sit up there. If you get it there, give it a few minutes, and then it will shoot right on forward again like that. But this comes down, so you know when it opens up, that comes down like that. Now it doesn't do that on the light up version. The chin piece doesn't come down, but the faceplate does come off. So you can either have the clean version on the Rhodey or the battle damage version, and vice versa. You can have the clean version on the light up or the battle damage version on the light up, whichever you choose to have to display your piece with. I am just tickled absolute pink with this figure. I am really, 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 really blown away by him. Like I said, I didn't have the original War Machine Mark 1. This is a battle damage piece too. That can be replaced. That's battle damage, that's battle damage. So you get the clean pieces with other pieces. So I have nothing to compare them to in regards to differences between the two pieces. But I am just really impressed with this piece. I mean, this is amazing. I may have a new favorite piece, believe it or not. So I definitely recommend this. If you didn't get one, I recommend trying to get one. I'm just completely blown away by him. He is amazing. 100% amazing.
So next time we get into a little trouble, you should lead off with that lasers. You know, it's a one-off, Mr. Big Guns. It's good to be back. Let's do this. Clink, clink. I got something special for this guy. I'm gonna bust his bunker with the ex-wife. With the what? Let me guess. Hammer Tech? Yeah, I got this. Clink. Ka-chink. Clunk, clunk, clank, clunk, clank. Rhodes, I got an idea. You want to be a hero? What? I could really use a sidekick. Hey, Don Cheadle. Hey, I'm a big fan. Can I get an autograph? Oh, looks like you're a little busy at the moment. Maybe I'll come back a little later when you're not so wrapped up in things. By the way, how'd the Terrence Howard thing all work out? I don't even quite understand how that even went down. Put your hand up. This is your idea? Yep. Ready? Go, go, go. Pew. Take that.
So leave your comments in the section below. Tell me what you think of this piece. Will you be adding him to your collection? Have you added him to your collection? Follow me on Facebook at Siri.Emerald, at Twitter at SiriEmerald. Follow me on Pinterest and Instagram. Subscribe to me on Patreon. Every little bit helps. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. You'll find that option right below the video in the lower right hand corner, little thumbs up icon. Just click that. That really helps out a lot. Share this video with your friends. That really helps out as well. To be notified whenever I make a new video, you're going to want to click the subscribe button by clicking the icon on the left hand side of the screen and following it to my About page and subscribing there. And then when you get to the subscribe button, you're going to want to choose the bell to be notified whenever I make a new video. And to see more videos that I made, you'll find them on the right. Thanks again for watching, everyone. See you in the next video. Happy collecting.